Good morning. Today's topic is direct printing. There are different types of textile printing methods. Most important types of textile printing methods are direct printing, discharge printing, resist printing. Direct printing. It involves printing directly on the surface of the fabric with dyes or pigments. We can use dyes or pigments. Next one, discharge printing. It involves removing colors from specific area from already dyed fabric by applying appropriate chemicals. Resist printing. It means applying a special resist paste on the fabric in patterns and then dyeing of the fabric so that the paste applied areas will resist dyeing and will appear as the base color. The examples for this resist dyeing are batik and tie and dye. These are the two methods. All styles of printing. There are various styles of printing: direct printing, resist printing, heat transfer printing, discharge printing, and modern printing. First, direct printing. It is the most common approach to apply a color pattern on the fabric. It can be done on white or also a colored fabric. If done on colored fabric, it is known as overprinting. The desired pattern is produced by imprinting dye on the fabric in a paste form. To prepare the printing paste, a thickening agent is added to a limited amount of water and dye is dissolved in it. Earlier, cornstarch was preferred as a thickening agent for cotton printing, but nowadays they are using gums, alginates derived from seaweed or preferred because they are easier to wash out, do not themselves absorb any color, and allow better penetration of colors. Most pigment printing is done without thickeners as the mixing of phosphorescence, solvents, and water itself produce thickening. Next one, block printing. The block printing history of block printing. The art of printing originated thousands of years before Christ. In India, it exists from 500 BC. Since 12th century, India has patronized the art of hand block printing on different fabrics. In 15th century, Portugal traded with India and brought back highly decorated calico cloth. These designs were known as chintz and become very popular for home furnishing. Though the earliest records mention the printing centers in the south, the craft seems to have been prevalent all over India. Rajasthan and Surat is the most important trading centers for block printing. Introduction. Block printing on textile is the process of printing pattern on textiles, usually of linen, cotton, or silk, mainly in natural fibers, by means of incised wooden blocks. It is the earliest, simplest, and slowest of all methods of textile printing. Block printing by hand is a slow process. It is, however, capable of yielding highly artistic results, some of which are unobtainable by any other method. What are the features of block printing? It yields very low production. The cost of setting is very less. Very skilled personnel is hired, required to do such printing. The cost of making a design is very less. However, durability of design is very low, being defined by durability of block, usually made of wood. The variety of design is dedicated by the skill of the woodworker who carves those designs. The design of the size of the design pattern repeat can be larger. There is a limitation of width of the fabric which is dictated by width of the table. What are the steps have to be taken before block printing? Preparation of the block, preparation of the fabric, preparation of the printing paste, printing process, and after treatment. Block carving. Blocks are made of seasoned teakwood by trained craftsmen. The underside of the block has the design hand carved on it by the block maker. Each block has a wooden handle and 2 to 3 cylindrical holes drilled into the block for free air passage, also to allow release of excess printing paste. printing. The fabric is again washed to remove excess dye and dried thoroughly. The fabric is stretched over the printing table and fastened with small pin. This is an important stage as there should be a uniform tension in the fabric and no ripples. Color is mixed separately in another room. Usually pigment dyes are used for cotton. The number of blocks needed per design depends on the number of colors used. A tray is filled with the pigment and the block is placed into it to collect the accurate amount of dye. The tray, which contains a metal grid with layers of fabric laid on top, is filled with dye. The dye soaks through the fabric, which then acts as a color pad against which the block is to be pressed. The fabric after pigment printing is dried out in the sun. This is a part of fixing process. It is then rolled in wads of newspaper to prevent the dye from adhering to other layers and steamed in boilers constructed for the purpose. Once the cloth has been steamed, it is washed to remove the excess dye and resist paste. Hand block printing fabrics are best washed in warm water with a gentle detergent so that the color remains rich and vibrant. Color pad for block printing. These are the different color pads. Color pigment is mixed with a thickener or binder. A printing pad made from two layers of muslin and one layer of hexane. A sheet of polythene is used to keep the pad from drying out. The block is then placed carefully on the fabric and struck with the heel of the printer's hand. The process is repeated until the entire cloth is covered. Each color has its own block and each color can vary owing to the weather, and as it is printed in 5 meter length can vary within a collection. These are the different types of blocks: nail block, wooden block, like this, different blocks. These are the different types of designs in printing blocks. This is the border design, border patterns. This is all over pattern. This is a circular pattern. This is also overall pattern. This is circular pattern. Major block printing centers. Andhra Pradesh, like Hyderabad, Machilipatnam is Kalamkari. Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Kutch, Porbandar, Rajkot. Rajasthan, Bahru, Chitroli, Sangankar, Jaipur, Jodhpur. Madhya Pradesh, Bagh, Indore, Mansar, Burhanpur. Uttar Pradesh, Benares, Farakabad, Filakahan, West Bengal, Calcutta, Serampur. These are the different types of designs. Ajrak block printing in Gujarat. Practiced and perpetrated by the Fatehpur families. They make intricate blocks and print their textiles using the mud resist printing method called Sodagiri prints. Dhamaka village in Gujarat. Dhamaka village in Gujarat, known as block printing fabric called Ajrak. Geometric design popular. The artisans use natural colors such as red from the madar root, black from a rusty iron solution, and blue from indigo. In Kutch, the popular patterns are black and red designs of birds, animals, and dancing girls. The saris of Ahmedabad, Baroda have large mango patterns against a red or blue background. The other well-known centers of block printing in Gujarat are Bhavanagar, Vasna, Rajkot, Jamnagar, Jodhpur, and Porbandar. Bahru printing, that is in Rajasthan. Colorful prints of birds, that is animals, human figures, god, goddess as popular. Important centers Jaipur, Bahru, Sanganagar, Pali, and Barmer. Sanganar is famous for its calico printing, bed covers, quilts, and saris. In calico printing, the outlines are first printed and then color is filled in. Bold patterns and colors are popular, printed repeatedly in a diagonal rows. Duroki printing is also famous here. Artists print on both sides of the cloth. Bahru is famous for its Shahi Beghat prints and the Abu prints. The former are designed in a combination of black and yellow ochre or cream. The latter are prints in which portions are hidden from the dye by applying resist paste. Barmer is known for its prints of red chilies with blue-black outlines surrounded by flower-laden trees. The other famous prints are of horses, camels, peacocks, and lion called Sikar and Shekhawat prints. This is the Rajasthan print. Punjab, next one, Punjab. It was the art of the group of textile workers called Shimba. The design were usually floral and geometrical. Today, traditional design have been displaced and vegetable dyes have been replaced by chemical one. The colors are light and pastel. The motifs are usually mangoes, peacocks, and nets. Then Bengal printing. Beginning of 20th century, it is introduced in 20th century. In West Bengal, Serampur is the center of block printing, well known for its bold and vibrant colors. Block printing in Andhra Pradesh. Block printing method is applied in the creation of exhaustive kalamkari painting. Kalamkari is the name suggested is artwork created with a pen. It is a combination of hand painting and block printing. The two major centers of kalamkari are Srikalahasti and Masulipatnam. Masulipatnam designs are Iranian in character. The most popular motifs are Persian motif like trees, creepers, flowers, and leaf design, done on bed covers, curtains, and garments using a combination of wooden block printing and hand painting. In Srikalahasti Kalamkari work, temples are a major source of inspiration. It was because of the demand of scrolls and wall hanging with Hindu mythological stories that Kalamkari flourished in this village. These themes are painted in the panel and there is a script painted along the border. The popular motifs are Hindu gods and goddesses. The work is done entirely with a brush-like pen. These are the Kalamkari printing. What are the advantages and disadvantages? Advantages means simple method of printing. It is not so much of expensive, no limitation in repeat of size of style. Prints produced have great decorative value and stamp of craftsmanship. What are the disadvantages means it involves much manual work, method is slow and therefore low output, good skill labors needed for multicolor design, fine and delicate designs hard to produce. What are the facts? How long does it take to create 7 to 10 days depending on the design? How long do the block last? If the block is used as a regular basis, which should be about 300 meters a month, they will last about 8 months. However, even if they are not used, after several years, the wood deteriorates and block will not print as well. Thank you.